All right.
We digress.
Bring it back into it.
And
I'm a rat.
C. All right. Anyways, coming back to it, you guys had, in a two separate sequence, dealt with the extra edition, we'll say, of Soren and Tet. Attempted extradition, I should say, because during that extraction period, Tet made it successfully. Unfortunately, Soren had garnered the attention of one of the guards, and a brief swim fight later, you miraculously were able to pin him, and were able to save your neck. You were able to pile into the vessel, the water vessel, and through some series of like dips and dives, unfortunately, it seems like you might have been caught by the local authorities.
Guess we'll find out.
And that is where we're picking back up, as we're actually starting out with Ziddix and Skada. Skada. As you suddenly seem to, Nemo kind of like boom, pops up and shows, I have actually picked up both of their locators.
Both Soren and Tet?
Correct.
Where are they now?
He kind of looks, he shows like a kind of blown up display of the approximate size of Tismaya.
Zoom in,
and it looks like they're just kind of like in what appears to be one of the lower trenches of the city. And you hear after a moment, oh, this is disconcerting.
Why?
It appears that some of the local security forces are actually heading our way right now.
Our way?
Yes.
To this platform?
To our ship.
What's the procedure for this?
You hear for like a moment hesitation, and it just kind
I
of.
know you're new to this, but what did they tell you if we ever get hailed from a security force?
To follow corporate protocol, which is to, of course, comply.
That's what we're doing. Right, Skada? Right.
Oh, yeah.
We're playing with this? Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Play
So
the game.
you see two transports kind of like in the distance, quickly approaching, and they, kind of like both simultaneously dive under the water. And you see one of them.
We put on our flashing, like our
warning lights. You're putting the four-ways on?
Yeah, warning lights.
All right. So you quickly hear over like the comms, Nemo indicates, he has like a display of the ramp into the ship, which is not up, or it is currently closed.
Okay.
And you see 4 Kahlo standing there, all with their guns in hand, and you see one of them kind of like reaching, like its hand kind of like up to the side.
I think you need to talk to these people.
And you hear, open up.
Skada, talk to them. Ask them what this is about.
Hi, how are you?
Hello, what is this about?
I'm being detained.
You are in breach of our traditions. You are to be detained.
What tradition would that be?
And you hear just a split second. Open up. This is your last warning.
I psychically talk with Will. So what do we do now?
Well, we told Nemo to comply with whatever they do.
So we just give up?
Well, are we in breach of their traditions if we're just in our ship?
I don't think we're allowed to have a ship. That might be why.
Really? It's not their ship. It's from Lorshan. They'd have to talk to Lorshan about seizing the ship then.
And Lorshan made it seem like they had a good relationship with these guys.
You hear from Nemo. They seem to be rather intent on coming inside.
Oh.
That's what it is.
Good one, Skada, in my head.
Psychic high five.
Nice.
Nice, bro.
Does the name Lortian Dynamics mean anything to you guys?
You see now the two Kala that were in the center of this four-person formation walk back to the main platform area. You see them disappear, and then you see just the other two now just kind of like one seems to be communicating. Does not seem to be actually like talking to you. You don't hear any sort of communication, but you hear just a really low kind of like, you see like the platform now kind of shaking a little bit as you see like about 100 yards out from the front of the ship, you see just this large shape reaching through the water, and you see now this like underwater vehicle. You assume it just kind of looks like almost like it's painted kind of a deep green, and it has just this sudden large turret just boom, boom, kind of coming over out of the top, and you see it trained at the ship.
Okay, Nemo.
Yes.
Send a distress to Lortian Dynamics and to the Starfinder Society. Tell them that we are about to be arrested under these circumstances, that we did not follow protocol with their traditions. So just let them know that we are Keno and we are being detained. And open up the hatch.
Yeah. Message has been sent, and you hear just a little, the hatch opening up. And you see the two coming inside.
I throw my gun. I'm going naked.
All right.
They're not taking my gun. I'm hiding it.
I'm gonna stash away my gun and ammo and shit.
You guys go meet them.
And my knife.
Yeah, we kind of go up with our fingers interlaced and
my hat. I do not have my hat with me. I left my hat there too.
Okay. All right. So you guys are taken into custody, and they take you out on the platform, and you now are escorted down into one of the transport ships, which is visibly different than the other one that you'd taken. The one that you're in is more, armored, and you see a lot more Kahlo now kind of around, and it seems like whatever has occurred.
for not wanting us to be here. They really like
Sure
hanging
want
out.
us to be
Right?
here.
They like hanging out with us.
That's the greatest
Can't
paradox.
keep us
of this
far
whole
enough
thing
away.
to me.
Yeah, they really like us. I think this Keno thing is actually a good thing.
Yeah.
I think this place is...
I think that means we're sex slaves.
I'm down for that if you are.
They
Mating
have to-
hands
they,
just
they
start, like-
hate us,
Yeah,
but they
yeah,
really
The
want us.
mating hands start
The
kind
mating
of like
hands start
rolling in
considering.
anticipation.
Actually, I've had
Let me think about this.
I've had some bad interactions with stuff like of that nature. So
Oh yeah. Someone try to cut your head off.
no, I'm just honestly yes.
Well,
I've had difficult issues with those types of people.
I hear you.
So you guys are
Snoo.
taken back down, and unfortunately there's no really viewports for you guys to look through as you are detained. You have are handcuffed essentially, and the two of you, along with Chase and Theta 3, have all been taken into custody as well.
Theta 3's got a fucking
Theta
hate us
3
right now, dude.
Not us. Not us.
I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit. He's a participant. He can either say no and walk away, or do it and then complain about it later. Like,
This is so good at helping us in the first
I like
place.
Theta 3. He's
I have no problem with him. I'm just saying, like, lighten up, dude. I'm
He's
not
an anti-guy.
trying to make things worse for you.
Unfortunately,
Make
I
it
think
up.
he might argue the latter, because you guys are now taken also in custody
Okay.
to a rather kind of jagged and less kind of artistic looking facility. It's just from the outside, kind of very slim amount of time that you're able to look out from where you guys are being detained. When you're let out of the ship that you were on, it looks to be just kind of built into the side of one of the large trenches, and it's kind of a large blending, more less kind of harmonious artistic kind of style, and more very imposing. It definitely has this demeanor of that stark kind of contrast that seems to be with the Kalo society of, they favor the arts, but as you've seen, they seem to be quite adept at, warfare, or at least they seem to be anyways. They are no strangers to it. Each Kalo that leads you, is about 5.5 feet tall, so they're not very particularly tall, but each one seems very, very, trained on you, and they're escorting you, and they've like patched up your wounds, so you're not bleeding outright, but you're like, you're definitely like still pretty sore and banged up.
So hold up, I've been like
Sore
2.5
and banged up?
feet taller than these motherfuckers the whole time.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Not even 2 feet
They're on
shorter
average
than
like 5.5 feet
damn.
tall. So they're you've been towering over them
That's
pretty heavily.
adorable.
Yeah.
They're fish people. Come on, think
Yeah,
about
but
it.
I'm like halfway up your shins.
And
Or
unfortunately,
like at the top of my head probably just reaches like the bottom of your kneecaps.
the sharpness that you've had firsthand of their knives, or like their bladed weapons,
And their guns.
and
You
the
got the full treatment.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Brushed it all off. I mean, I'm not looking too good, but I took it.
But they're
You have
they're
assaulted
like
one of them.
they're all
After
carrying
he
like
is
auto
so-
target
Hey,
rifles, and
I agree.
it's a very tense
Violated
situation.
the NAP. The non-aggression.
So the cell that you are put into, you and Tet, seems to be a it looks,
Bunkmates
if
with
you think like a traditional kind of like cell, just super like kind of like damp, and the bars are kind of like they almost look like
The wreckage of the Titanic.
no
Oh,
Oddly
what?
specific.
no the bars
Like
almost-
corroding, like how
The
wreckage
bars, the
A
bars
ship on the
themselves
ocean
are
floor.
no. It's like a mesh pattern
Sundered.
of almost looks like electric
Net.
eel, kind of like energy tethers.
That's not the Titanic. That's not my Titanic.
You poke it.
Yeah,
There's a constant sound of just like.
It's got to freak somebody out.
so
Can't even get any sleep. Just
No.
that's all you can
pull over. All yours.
Oh my god.
That could be anybody. That could be the guy next door.
Oh jeez. So you guys are led. Jesus. You are led to the cell. Your stuff is taken away. Buzz is actually commandeered as well.
Yep, I expected as much.
And you get the kind of like just before you're thrown into the cell, you just hear like over like your intercom with Buzz. He's just like, "Are you gonna ever not get me like in trouble?"
You wanted me to leave you to be stolen or broken, or
I mean, it's already happened like once or
I'm not gonna
twice.
be the person who is gonna be called the droid abandoner.
You know
I'm not
what?
gonna
I
do
feel already pretty misused right now. You know what? I'm done with you.
that. I
Take
can
me
just
away.
dismantle you.
Take
if
me
you
away.
like,
This
Buzz.
man.
I don't need this attitude.
You know what?
What's
Take me
happening to
away.
you? Who's
Take
changed
me
your
away,
programming?
please. I'm. you just like you just like are like seeing these exaggerated.
We'll
kind of
diagnose
hand
this later,
things
buddy.
as they take your weapons, unfortunately.